Greetings, folks, and welcome to another edition of Tuesday Tips with Tim. I'm Tim King with Offix Lynchburg, and today we're going to be talking about Kyocera Teaching Assistant. This is a great application that can be easily loaded onto any of your Kyocera devices and really opens up the opportunities and options for not only our education fields, but also any organization that is doing a lot of training, testing, or even polling. What the Kyocera Training Assistant allows you to do is not only produce your own Scantron documents off of your Kyocera device, but it allows you to immediately grade quickly and efficiently, as well as track data in real time with the ability to import and export from Microsoft Excel. So really look forward to diving into the software. Let's look at some of the benefits and see how it can apply to your organization. So without further ado, let's jump into the user interface and go over our product. All right, let's go ahead and print out a test. So we're going to go to our Teaching Assistant app and print out our Scantrons. So number of questions, 50. Number of choices, 5. And we're going to say number of students, 5. We also want to print their student ID bubbles. And print. All right, that has printed. Let's take a look at our documents. Okay, the first thing I did is fill out my answer key. Then I did the tests. So we got our student IDs up to the right corner, name, class, and what test it is, as well as date, and then we filled out our tests. I did some in pencil, some in pen. So we'll see how the machine picks it up. So this is what I scanned in here a moment ago. Let's go ahead and grade. Okay, I've got a different test that I administered that I'm going to go ahead and grade. So we're going to go into our Teaching Assistant. We're going to select Grade Test. We want to print the correct answers. We want to print the letter grade. These are our grading options. Now it's also going to let us choose the level that determines an A, B, C, or D. So we're going to be a little tighter with our A's. We're going to say 92 gets an A. We're going to see anything over 80 is a B. Anything below 75 is a D. And anything below a 65 is an F. And OK. So now we're scanning our test results. And if we had a bunch more tests, we could scan more, but we're all done, so we're going to hit Finish. Now it's going to read all of those documents and the barcode. So from here, we can print a summary, which is going to tell us what the class did. Now that that's done printing, we're going to print the details. I do not have this configured for email, but you could email these results to yourself or save them to a USB. All right, let's take a look at our documents. All right, the first thing you see is the test summary. So we've got their student ID numbers here, the names they filled out, as well as the number of questions they got correct, the percentage of the test, and then where they fell at in the percentiles. It's going to show us the scores of each by percentages. It's going to show us how many students got A's, B's, C's, D's, and F's. So as you'll see here, we had 2 with A's, 1 with a B, and then 2 with F's. So there's some parity there. Let's see if we can't figure out why. As we see here, our statistics, the lowest score is a 9. Somebody didn't show up to class. Highest score is a 47. Average for the class is 31.8. So that helps with the curve. And then the median score is a 45. It will also show us what the 10 hardest questions were. So questions 1 and 43 were clearly the hardest. Only one student got those correct. Followed by questions 8, 12, 16, 23, 31, 47, and 50, with only 2 students getting them correct, and then only 1 student getting 3 correct. It also shows us the 10 easiest questions. So almost everybody got these correct. Nobody got the same question correct every time. So this can help us with, what is it about these questions? Was it the subject matter? Did I not teach it well in class? Was it the phrasing of the question? Was it maybe a little ambiguous on the test? This gives us some great data to understand better how and where students are learning. Also shows us the frequency of what answer students chose on each question. 2 pages of that. So this is the printing the test summary, and then for the details, it has each test graded. So Mr. Reeves here did horrible. 24%, probably did not show up to class, is probably the issue there. Same thing with Mr. Johnny Utah, unless he's got a severe learning disability. If that's the case, we can work with him to get him an IEP. Jane Doe got a B. It shows what questions she missed with the correct answer. John Doe, one of our, his twin sister, did a bit better. 3 incorrect questions there. And then Miss Reagan Brooke also got an A. She missed 4. As always, I hope everybody learns something today. Hopefully, you've seen ways where this may benefit your office. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to marketing@offix.com. That's marketing@offix.com, or reach out to your local Offix representative. Hope everybody has a great day, and we will see you for next week's episode.